I tried to go to a few casting agencies. I just did some casting profile and never called.
Before you go on a battlefield, you must prepare yourself, whether in terms of strategies or your manpower. The more soldiers you have, the better, is it? But here, of course, it's a beauty contest. So I'm sure you have some kind of plans. Maybe you want to brush up on your general knowledge or brush up on the way you walk or whatever. To make yourself stand up.
Firstly, education background.
Okay.
And the passion for pageant, because I start joining when I'm very young, and my mom brought me to trainings and stuff. So it's like, for me, this is what I want.
And we're saying that, okay, to get onto the step one, how would you prepare yourself against all the beautiful girls out there who are your competitors? How do you prepare yourself so that you will actually be the next Miss Malaysia World?
Know that, beauty is not everything. Even you can just be beautiful, but you can also, you have to have a good personality to be really beautiful. That's what really counts.
You know the difference between a model and a beauty queen?
Yes.
What's the difference?
The difference is, for a beauty queen, it doesn't mean that you know to catwalk and you know to pose and all that. It's just that you must know how to portray yourself in front of the audience. You must know how to answer questions to give the...
In my life, I think the funniest moment in my life was when I thought I was Rapunzel. And I
Rapunzel?
Rapunzel.
You even at one time you were having long hair, very long hair?
No, but I adored the movie Rapunzel.
Oh, okay. So do we.
Yes.
I do too.
I thought I was Rapunzel and I pretended to be. So I tied the bed sheets and pillowcase down the balcony, and I was climbing down halfway and I miscalculated. It did not reach the ground, so I couldn't climb up and I couldn't climb down. So I was screaming for someone to help me, but no one was there.
So the prince was not there?
Finally the prince came home. That was my dad, and he was like, "Come, darling, jump." So I was happy because I said, "Oh, daddy's my Prince Charming." So I jumped down, and he brought me to his room, took off his belt, and whacked me like, oh my god.
And how young were you?
9 or 8. Yeah, so that was a pretty unforgettable moment for me.
If I get this title, if I were given this title, it would be a whole different level of exposure. I would get to help the society, influence the people around me, because the main thing is, I strongly think that Malaysia as a country, we are actually developing, and the government is actually doing something compared to other countries.
You want to gain exposure and experience through this pageant. It's much more than that. It's not just about gaining experience and gaining exposure. It's lots of work. It's not just about the glitz and the glamour as well. Is that all you're coming on board to achieve?
Show yourself.
Present
Present yourself.
Don't you think your skirt is too short?
Yeah.
You think it's too short?
Yeah, it's too short.
Aren't you confident that you came in here with this attire today? If you weren't so confident, why did you wear this attire today?
Because I'm trying to show my body
So you should be confident, right? Because we're looking for a confident person who doesn't doubt herself in any form or way.
But we do not think it's too short.
The one I wish to help people is I always got this,
soft spot
on people who are single mothers and the kids from broken family. This because one of my cousins also from that background, and she lost her husband when not even 20 years old. So then my father helped a lot for my cousin. So from that I feel like the children from that kind of family will had a lot of hard time when they grown up.
Well, I hope to make a lot of friends during the 1 month training, and I hope to take the experience that I learned into to better life of others. I do believe we'll be having a lot of charity events, and I do hope to actually join one of them and be actively involved as well.
But of course, if you're taller, it's better. But having your personality, I think you can do a lot of good. Giving you an opportunity to speak to the people who let's say to us, you want to pick the right winner. How are you going to talk about yourself that you can convince us that you are the right one?
I think above all, I think I have a really strong sense of opinion, especially like when it comes to things. I'm not afraid to actually voice out what I really feel about a particular situation, yet also maintain being politically correct at the same time. I think there's a balance there. I think that's the one thing that I think that I have an edge that I make up for in terms of my height. The ability to actually go out there and tell you what I really feel about a particular issue, the understanding of the issue as well. Like if I don't understand it, I'll actually go back to my research on it, and then be able to talk and tell you what really needs to be done for any particular issue that we're talking about.
As a finalist now, as one of the finalists, let's say we want you to shave off your hair. Every finalist have to shave off their hair.
Okay. Well, being very, I'll answer this question. Sorry, very honestly, I will do it. Because in 2008, I did straightening and my hair got burnt. So what I did, I cut my hair really short, like boy cut. So, and it grew back. So it's...
You're not allowed to wear a wig.
Oh.
Yeah, all must be,
Would you still shave your head?
Yeah.
I'll have to think about it deeply.
First of all, I've got to equip myself with knowledge of world affairs, not just national one. And I believe that you also need to have good physique. You have to be toned, and then you have to have great public speaking. You can express yourself, be critical, you give ideas, give your opinions, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Having said that, you say that you need to be equipped on world affairs.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Who is the current president of Afghanistan?
I think it's Hamid Karzai or something. Yeah.